A hell of a ride. I thought, you know what? I want to speak about this. I want to talk about it. You know, I don't know how much you watched them, Fox. I have no clue how much you watched them. I caught on, probably about May. Maybe a little bit before because of a friend. I knew about them prior to that, but I never really looked into it. And I found myself intrigued. But then, I don't know, I just didn't watch a whole lot. But I'll tell you what, in the last several months, I've watched a ton of the videos. And what I would do is when I'd go to bed, instead of watching like a Game Grumps compilation or something on YouTube, something I would put in the background. And then once I got really tired, I would just close. I have a MacBook from 2015. The battery life is amazing and phenomenal on it. I just keep it up. And I just shut it once I'm really I know I'm about to pass out, or maybe I've dozed off and I know it's time to just close it and go to bed. So that switched over. In the last several months, I have just put Unus Annus videos up and just let it just do whatever, roll through the list. And yeah, so I'm the Unus Annus furry. I mean, look at me. I ended up enjoying a lot of the videos in the last several months, and I caught up. I guarantee I've watched a couple hundred of them. But what an experience that was. You were there from the beginning, but you didn't watch all that. Yeah, I mean, some of it was cursed. Some, I mean, honestly, some of the content just wasn't for me. And there were some of them where, again, they were just showcasing on the live stream, where people just, they made videos and they labeled them, but they weren't labeled really well. You didn't know how good they were. Which is upsetting, but I mean, fuck it. It's all over now. There's no way we can go back. No way we can go back. So all we can do is cherish the memories and let this inspire people. Let this inspire people. That's my biggest thing. I've already inspired one person from my knowledge. Steph the Popsicle, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into the Positive Bag. Oh, thank you for your follow. 8-Bit Birdie, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Positive Bag. Oh, thank you for your follow. Yeah. Trusted Titan, how you doing? I had some Trusted Titan 359, thank you for your follow. Welcome to the Positive Pack. Oh, thank you for follow. I had an artist. I already convinced that I said make a piece of art for the next 365 days starting tomorrow. And that means literally, even if you have to jot something down on a napkin, just keep that napkin. Because I'm going to talk to them. And I am purposely going to go check out. I'm going to come back to them in a year from now. And I'm going to set something up with them. I want to showcase an art gallery of what they make for 365 days. Personally, I am already decided and figured out what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Because I am inspired by Unus Annus. And I'm calling this the In Memoriam of Unus Annus Challenge. I'm going to make a post about it and a YouTube video later about it. But I am going to spend the next 365 days, no matter what, making some sort of furry, cute, inspirational content. Meaning, I will be making some sort of Twitter content that is completely new, a new picture, a new video, something or some other that will be with this boy Solace. And I'm going to start tomorrow. I know I've already put some pictures up today that doesn't count. Sometime today, I will be posting a new piece of content. And I understand a whole bit. I fully cried once that clock hit 0. I didn't cry until Ethan started talking about Mark. That's when I got real teary. It is crazy that they're gone. It's so crazy that they're gone, but what an experience. I mean, it's so unique. To say that you were there is an understatement, because literally there's nothing else to prove that it was ever there, right? I mean, let's be real. These videos are backed up somewhere, and archived somewhere. But, in all intents and purposes, you ain't gonna have good access or easy access to them. So a lot of this is about the experience of a whole. And what you gained from it. What did you gain from their videos? What did you gain from Unus Annus? I love to do something like Unus Annus. Maybe not as cursed, maybe not the intent of celebrating death in an end, but I would love to do something for 1 year. And that's exactly what I'm saying. I don't want people copying Unus Annus, kind of like Ethan said right at the end, that they think that there's going to be channels that pop up and do the exact same thing, where they decide to post a video for 365 days doing something. That's fine. If that's how you want to get your creativity, then maybe that's a great way to start your channel. And then instead of after doing 365 videos for 1 year, you just continue that channel and build it into something great, do that. But maybe pick up sign language. Maybe spend the next 365 days learning a new word from the dictionary. Do a piece of art. Make music. Learn, do something where, like, spend an hour of learning how to produce music electronically. Spend an hour every single day for 365 days on how to learn an instrument. Spend an hour every day working out and see what it is a year from there. Stuff like that. And you do it, and this, again, I want to start this. Do it of a sense of in the momentum or in memoriam of Unus Annus is what I would like to call this. It's basically a 1-year challenge. And that's the whole point, like Mark was saying. It's all about commitment. It's all about making the commitment and not giving up and not forgetting to do what you can every single day. Now, videos are a little different. They may have posted a video every single day, but they recorded them in batches, which makes their content a little easier in a sense. Going at it alone, this is a wolf. Yeah. What you need to do though is, and what I believe what Mark was saying from all of it, is that it's all about commitment. No matter what you do, an hour of working out, again, an hour of learning an instrument, an hour of learning another language for 365 days. An hour, make one piece of art every single day. If it's a sketch or a full-on detailed commission that day, doesn't matter. You just make a piece of it. And like I said, my goal, I will be making a video, or a Twitter post, or an Instagram post, or something. No matter what, completely new picture or new video, recorded and produced that day of this boyo right here. I'm gonna do it to promote my myself and grow more, to get myself on a schedule and get myself into making more content and inspiring people. Because as I was just talking about, my partner brought me the black hoodie. I didn't have enough for the hoodie because I just bought a hoodie, but I bought a shirt. But like for me, what I really want to do, I lost my train of thought. Fuck. Blitz 2415, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Plastic Bag. Oh! Realistically though, it's just 1 year commitment. And you can do anything. Do anything and do it in a memoriam of Unus Annus. And yes, remember, 1 year. Now, and this is the thing though. The one thing that is better than Unus Annus is the fact that, and this is actually a comment I wanted to make against everybody, or against Unus Annus, is that we never truly know our time. We may not all have a year. Nuclear war could go off in 6 months from now, and most of the planet could be in wastelands. A meteor could fall from the, come out of the fucking space and hit the Earth in 3 months. Who knows? Who knows? But realistically, the majority of us have more than 1 year. So that's why I didn't really like that Unus Annus had a theoretically confirmed death date, because we really don't know when we're gonna die. We don't. I mean, one of our most prominent members in our community, the name went by Dog Bomb, was diagnosed with ALS and said they had less than 6 months to live, and they outlived it over a full year. Not even doctors can tell you when, arguably, you're gonna die until relatively within a week or less than a couple days. So what I would like to see people do is I would like people to pick something up, and like I said, be committed. Maybe you feel like you can only afford 30 minutes a day of learning a new instrument, 30 minutes a day of learning a new language, 30 minutes a day of photography, go outside and take pictures, 30 minutes a day. Do something and stay committed to it for 365 days. and see where you are. You know what would be great is if you could make a here I am now in 365 days, drop a post and say this is where I am later. How cool would that be? I'm going to be doing it with this boy right here. I'm going to be making my content. And so it's really funny because I got really teared up with Ethan. And sorry, Sim and Cordy. I will awoo in just a moment. Exactly. So let the memory live on for you. Let what their legacy is inspire you. Thank you, Storm. Also, Mescally, thank you for your follow. Welcome to the Positivity Pack. Oh, thank you for your follow. I didn't cry, but Ethan got pretty lit. By the way, I'm gonna go ahead and get the ETH tattoo, the 000s. You know, most people, I have Guitar Hero. That might sit really well above it, honestly. I could do it right above it here, or I could do it below it. That might be a really nice place to put it, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this the 3 sets of zeros on my arm. But it was how we talked about Markiplier and Mark Fishbach. It's really funny, but I wouldn't call myself a fan of Mark, even though I've seen him twice in tour actually. My sister is a fan of Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, and I brought her to go see his test tour, which was in Kansas City, I believe, or no, in Indianapolis, I believe. It stopped by Indianapolis as a test tour date, and we went to Indianapolis, Indiana. And then I went to, when the real tour, the You're Welcome tour came out, I took her to Kansas City, and we went and watched him there. Got to see the whole crew there. So phenomenal, really freaking awesome. But I wouldn't call myself a fan of Markiplier. What I really gained from Markiplier, he's an Ohio boy. I'm from Illinois. Ohio, Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Pennsylvania. All of them are very similar upbringings, economically very similar, unless you grew up in like big city like Indianapolis or Chicago. A lot of the rural areas and stuff, you all grew up the same. Small town, you all grew up the same. And to showcase that a person like Markiplier, Mark Fishbach, with determination and commitment to your craft and having a passion for something and just doing something for yourself and putting the effort into yourself, you can make something great. And so Mark to me is somebody that is Mark is insanely inspirational and an aspiration of mine. I aspire to be something like Markiplier someday. I have done charity streams. I have been streaming for years now. And literally my goal is to just do something that is infinitely powerful. And that is to entertain and help make somebody smile. That is something more powerful than I think a lot of people understand. The ability to make somebody's day better and to help them smile. Life sucks. Society is not good. It's rough, especially this year. It's rough out there. And just simply a compliment or doing something very small, nice gesture of holding a door open for somebody, giving somebody a $5 bill when they need it for gas or something, can absolutely change somebody's day and their life, like their day around, 100%. And so that's always what I've wanted to do. And I look at Mark as, again, an inspiration. Well, Midnight Scout, thank you so much for your follow. Oh! Welcome on into the Positivity Pack. Get it? Positivity Pack. And thank you so much for your Twitch Prime subscription. That is amazing. I see him as an inspiration because of what he does. He makes people smile and he entertains millions of people. And he goes out of his way to do charity. Something that a lot of YouTubers didn't do before his time. Because he's humble. Because he realizes and recognizes where he comes from. And realizes that, yeah, he's a content creator. He's just a guy on a screen and a camera making videos. But with how our society and everything has changed, it's put him in the place of what similar sitcom and movie celebrities are at now. The amount of people that know Markiplier, people that know Angelina Jolie, Chris Pratt, names like Christian Bale and stuff like that, you know a Markiplier. The newer generation does, at least. And that's because there's been a paradigm shift of what entertainment is. Sitcoms and your daily TV shows aren't what are watched anymore. It's live streams that are. And Mark has realized that, and he's realized that with that kind of influence, you can absolutely idly sit back and just rake in the money and keep making content. Or you can be a leader of your community. You can be a prominent figure of society. Be a role model and show what we need to do as people to love and care for each other and become inspired to do good things. That's all it is. And that's why I love Mark. I love Mark to death. I will speak only high praises of Mark. Is he a human? Has he done things that probably out of anger, punching walls, saying things that he may have not meant in a flux of anger? Probably. There's people he's definitely been pissed off about. I guarantee it. Bad experiences and bad problems. But for the most part, the guy has definitely kept himself cleaner than a lot of people, especially celebrities. And I think that really comes from the humbleness of his beginnings and realizing where he stands. He has a very good idea of what his place is in life and where he stands in life. And I think that's phenomenal. And I think it's phenomenal that all of you are here, by the way. Thank you all for being here. Holy crap. I just popped on stream because I needed to talk. If anybody in chat at any point in time, what is your favorite memory? What's your favorite video from Unus Annus? What was your favorite? What's the one that you just could point out off the top of your head right now? Because that's usually the one that is the most impactful. It's the one that you think of right now. The first idea that comes to your head. It's like improv. Boom. What is it? Say it in chat. Let's talk about it. Let's you know, I just had my spiel of being inspired. I just had my spiel of saying what I like. Let's talk about Unus Annus and let's bond together over Unus Annus right here and right now. I mean, cooking and sex toys is a classic. I mean, it's the first real video. Sorry. Cooking and sex toy. My favorite video is worst cupping video. I didn't watch the worst cupping video. I watched the bad one, and that was hilarious. I kept away from Hunting He Who and the Camp Unus Annus stuff. I didn't watch that. It didn't really, I didn't think it was going to be that funny, but as they showcased on the live stream, I missed out on some quality content. I'm not a philosophical guy. I like to think, honestly, one of my favorite videos is was it the thank you video? Or is it the recreating video? Where Ethan got to talk about, or no, it was when they roast each other, or say something, I forget. It was when Ethan got Mark to almost cry. It was one of the last week's videos. Brutally Honest, that's what it was, Brutally Honest. That got me. Brutally Honest was one of my favorite videos. I never watched it, and I kind of wish I did, and you guys can fill me in chat if you watched it, but a serious conversation underneath the stars, was that a good one? Also, if I didn't say it, Marshall Lamb, thanks so much for following. Welcome to Positive Pack. Oh! And I'm gonna woo really quick because there was a woo redeem, but I'm also gonna do the husky. That was the last video I watched. Was it good? I took a screen cap of the last second. That's a fucking great one. I mean, Escape Room was so good. What's up, Extras? My name is Chris Romy. I didn't watch or know Unus Annus, but I don't like seeing sad cookie wall. I'm not really sad. Chris, I know your name's Extras, but Chris. I'm not really sad. I mean, I guess it's a very interesting thought, knowing that you can't go back and watch any of the videos. Like that's a very... This is why I like it so much, because in a day and age where, I mean, I grew up when dial-up was still a thing. And then YouTube wasn't even a thing. And then YouTube became very popular, and everybody started using it. And then all these YouTube channels started doing a lot of crazy things that became popular. And then you could always go back, though. You could always go back. And not once. I mean, this is like going and saying, like, imagine this. If all of the original series, like however many seasons of the original Star Trek there is, they're gone. And you can't go back and watch them. And now for me, that's not a big thing because I didn't watch them. But imagine like your parents, how they would feel about that. Well, in day and age of this digital media that we have, we've had access and archives of videos upon videos of all the content that's been created since like the 1920s, 1900s. I mean, there are people still processing old ass black and white photos that were taken on the first photo paper. And yeah, this is a completely entirely new experience and feeling because it's archived somewhere, but it's not readily available. It's gone. In all intents and purposes, everything that we've experienced in the last year, all the videos that you've watched, they are gone. And you say you feel a sense of emptiness. I don't feel a sense of emptiness. I mean, this is a perfect way to explain death, actually. Is right now, this live stream, I just spent the last 12 hours watching a live stream. And I remember it pretty well. I guarantee my memory is already a little bit like hazy on some of the low points. I took a shower at some point in time, so I missed a handful of minutes there. And it's the fear of in the future that you will slowly watch your memory fade because memory is not perfect. And that's sad. That's quite sad. Because you want to hold on to that memory for as long as you can. And that even goes for like, even something to me, I'm not like a lot of people here, like Fox and the Floor, where they watched it from the get-go. Only recently. But the realization that all of this is, I mean, it's this fear of losing the memory of what we loved. And to say that you didn't enjoy the I mean, if you enjoyed the content, the difference of love is different. You know, you most likely didn't love Unus Annus as much as you love a grandparent or a father or a mother or something. But it's still simulating a very similar feeling. And I can speak very directly upon this because on the week before, the Saturday before October 31st, I lost my grandfather to complications involving COVID. And he was a grandfather I love dearly. He's been a lot of my life. But he was one of those grandfathers that I didn't super bond super close with. Like he wasn't, me and Dad went fishing with him and I saw him every holiday meeting and stuff. But it wasn't like I had a super close relationship where we went out and did things all the time, or I saw him every week or stuff. I mean, prior to that, I had seen my grandfather 2 weeks prior to him going to the hospital at Walmart at work. I was actually working when I saw him. And he looked frail as could be, and it was really sad, actually. And then prior to that, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I worked 2 jobs, and they were doing their own thing, and during the COVID thing, I didn't want to be around them, and I hadn't seen him for months. So, to explain the situation and the relationship is that, you know, it wasn't somebody that I saw every day. It wasn't somebody that I had real concrete memories other than a couple. But now that he's gone, all I legitimately have is that memory of him. And that's the fear of losing that memory is what's the scariest part. So the best that we can do is cherish that memory and try and keep those memories as fresh as possible. And as I've been saying, do something inspired by that person, or in this case, Unus Annus. Do something in memorial. I would love to see people pick something up for the next 365 days as soon as possible, because I'll tell you right now, there's a massive theory. I saw the word theory in chat and I'm using it now. There's a massive theory about people will make excuses and say, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's not guaranteed, A. And B, what you can do tomorrow, especially when it comes to something like this, you can do today. You can start right now, actually. It's Central Time here. I'm Central Standard Time. 2:40 a.m. You could start your 365 days of something right here and right now if you really wanted to. The only thing stopping you is you and the excuses that you make up. So I would love to see everybody pick up something new. Pick up something new or expand on something they already do. So that's the thing, is I'm sad that it happened. I don't know if I'm sad that it happened either. I'm super excited that it happened. I am overjoyed that this is an experience that we are all sharing. Almost 1.5 million people were there for the end. I remember seeing the numbers almost up to 1.5 million. Demi, the Vampire King, thanks so much for follow. Oh! Welcome on into the positivity bag, as well as Ketir. I assume you don't pronounce the J. Ketir. Welcome on to the positivity bag. Oh! Thank you for your positivity. Thank you for joining the positivity bag, and thank you for your positivity. I don't know what, and that's the thing, if you don't know what you want to do, start thinking about it. And as soon as you think of something, do it. Also, if you're a live streamer on Twitch and you're afraid of DMC account crackdowns, Pretzel rocks. The thing you see in the chat. What it is you go to pretzelapp.com. You have to sign into your Twitch. This is completely copyright-free music player, and it just plays music. It's pretty cool. I'm doing wonderful, Gonzalo. I just want to say again, welcome and enter the Protogen, Rami the Lion, Storm Shadow, hello, Marsha, hello, Cryo, Anubis, it's good to see ya. Seaman, QWERTY as well, QWERTY and Chris, and everybody that has been here talking and chatting. So you guys talked a little bit about your favorite videos. Is there, maybe not the favorite video, but is there something in any of the videos that really stuck out to you, that really got you in the feels, or got you to really, like, made you, I don't know, something that really, like, is fresh in your mind? Zero prejudice, enjoying every race. Alternate realities, I know we've seen a few. Parents staying single, snuffles in the robot suit. Rick and Morty mutilated, buried in the yard. Logically impossible, like Soren Kierkegaard. He might say it's absurd, word I don't even know. Raising flu awareness every song and every show. So call me MC Haps, I'm a virus-hating rapper. Hoping Morty loves me, he's been looking very dapper. He's Gazorpazorp field. I have no clue what's going on right now. Yeah, chat. What are we thinking? Is there anything that stuck out to you? I will say, man, that getting to that 1 million likes and getting to see that coffin and getting them inside of it, what a way to end that stream. Last 40 minutes, 40-minute mark was when Ethan climbed into that coffin, and then Mark and Amy tried it out, and that's just like, honestly, that was the perfect time to do it. I'm glad. I'm actually glad we did not get to the coffin until that late in the stream, because I feel like it really tied it up. Like, it became so much real. Possibly the whole tone of the first upload, just watching a video and talking about the reason for the channel and how every second counts. And that's the thing is, and I'm glad Mark actually said it in the stream. Because there's this misconception. It's the same misconception about positivity. It's the same concept of being successful or being productive. Even the word productive. Saying, oh, I'm going to be productive today. Some people think that being productive and having a productive day means you get up out of bed, you fucking whip out a video, you go to work, you come back, you do a workout, and then you whip out another video. You spent 20 hours of your 24 waking hours that day working and doing something productive. Nah, a productive day think about it this way. If you're at 100% and a productive day for you means you get out of bed, you go to work, and you're able to live stream, that's a good day. That's a productive day. And then on a backup day, a day where you're under the weather or you're feeling a little depressed, you're feeling a little bit down, but you're still able to get yourself out of bed, get yourself a nice shower, made sure you ate, made sure you had some water, but you don't really do a whole lot. I mean, that's still a very productive day. Self-care, if all you can do is self-care for a day because you're just down, that's a productive day. If all you can do is treat yourself to a nice, long, relaxing bath, some music, and just rest, that can be a massively productive day. Because I'll tell you right now, I've done it multiple times of just working my ass off at 2 jobs for 65 hours a week, streaming a bunch, and then finding myself 2 weeks later unable to do shit because I mean I was just drained of all physical and like emotional energy. And realizing that you're going too hard or that you need those days of rest to recharge. Some people they can only do it for a couple days and they need to recharge. That is totally okay. It's totally productive. I love that Mark said that though. Just like, what was the quote? I even tweeted it. The tweet was really good. That stuck with me really well from that live stream. It was, you don't waste time. Time is taken from you every single second. So you can't waste time because it's already being taken from you. The difference is what you spend the time that you have on. So you can't really waste time. Because people will say, and you'll hear it all the time, sleep is for the weak, sleep is for the dead. And that's usually in the context of they want to do more, they want to spend more time doing things instead of sleeping, because sleeping is an idle thing and nothing's being accomplished except for a shit ton of stuff. Look up sleep result studies. What sleep does for your body mentally, emotionally, and physically. Sleep is massively important. So, I'm glad that Mark said that. Sometimes your best seconds spent self-care. Watching a movie with a friend. Taking a nap. Sleeping in that day. Taking a nice hot bath with scented candles and a bath bomb. That can be a massive positive, even though it seems like you're wasting time and you're not being productive. So, I'm really glad that actually came up, because I'm really bad about doing that to myself. I'm really bad about beating myself up and saying, holy crap, Solace, you need to stream, or you need to get your ass off the fucking couch or bed and go do something. But really realizing like what I put in and what time, sometimes you just gotta take that time. Now you gotta be honest with yourself. Are you just being lazy, or are you actually resting? So your best thing to do is just make sure you're honest with yourself. Listen to your body, listen to how you feel. And then also don't be afraid to try and push yourself a little bit, because that's another thing, is always don't stay comfortable. And that's something I heavily agree with Markiplier as well, is you don't want to stay comfortable. You always want to try and push yourself a little bit. It's how you keep yourself doing more things. But see, that's the thing though, QWERTY. You did pull an all-nighter to watch this stream, but there was a priority to that time that you spent. You may pay for it because you need to now sleep in tomorrow. But you got to experience something very unique. When I started the stream, I didn't expect to watch a 12-hour live stream straight. I came in to see what the stream was about. When I heard it was 12 hours long, I thought, I have a stream I want to do today. I'm going to stream. And I was like, I'm probably not going to watch this entire thing. And about an hour or so into it, I realized, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. This is something that will never be replicated. This experience is going to be entirely unique and to itself at this moment in time. And I don't know if I have a tomorrow. I don't know if I have another year of life. I can't guarantee it. But personally, I believe I do have many, many years in my life in the future, and I decided that that 12 hours was worth me spending and watching. I'm very excited. I'm very happy that I did it. Don't delete photos. If you have anything that is videos of Unus Annus, you have to get rid of those. They will be striking everything down on YouTube that is related to Unus Annus videos, be compilations and all that stuff. They will all be striked down if they are not removed. And I assume, as Markiplier said, if your videos show up on like other websites like Vimeo and stuff, you may get a call from their lawyers. Maybe not their lawyers directly, but you may get DMCA strikes on other video sites as soon as they are surfaced. So let Unus Annus be what it is and let it die as it was meant to. Now when that comes to it, all art forms, all pictures and memes made of it, they're all free game. Because, again, it's all everything's contextual based off of the Unus Annus channel and videos. So, if it's derived from Unus Annus, that's fine. Just like the tattoo that Ethan has on his forearm now. Just like all of the art and all of the merch. All of it's derived from Unus Annus, but none of it is direct video and like proof of Unus Annus. I don't want to say proof, but it doesn't, none of that stuff will, I guess, water down or hurt the lesson and message that Unus Annus is meant to be. Like I said, I guarantee you, Markiplier and them have a complete archive of the Unus Annus videos. You think I'm crazy? If you spend a year making videos like that, you damn well have those backed up somewhere. They may never see the light of day ever again. And they may only see the light of day towards the end of Mark's life, where he watches them alone with his family in a home and closed doors. It's very possible. But for the most part, don't ever expect the public to see them again. And that's how it should be. If I didn't say this, by the way, Sandwich Girl 16, thank you so much for following. Oh! Thank you for your joining the positivity pack. Welcome on in, everybody. Again, I am Sauce the Wolf. I actually like talking a lot. I'm glad you're all here. Now, when it came to a very memorable moment for me, when it came to Unus Annus, I'm trying to think here. There's a lot of good, like, one-liners where they talk about existence and, like, the clock ticking and stuff. It's the best experience of Unus Annus is that they don't want to be carried on. They want to be carried on through memory and memoriam. Again, in memoriam. They want you to carry their memories, which I highly suggest is actually, chat, you're here. If you want to do a big favor, and I'm glad I'm doing this live stream, I'm probably going to save this VOD, and I'm going to probably do a recording sometime tomorrow or the next day. But record your memories, or record how you're feeling right now and what you're thinking about Unus Annus as soon as possible. Do it in writing. If you need to pull up a notepad and just start typing, start typing. If you need to whip up your webcam or your phone and start recording, talk about it right now. Because it's a very powerful thing to get those memories down now. Because as we were talking about, memories fade, correct? So I think a really cool thing that you might want to do is go ahead and explain to yourself. Time capsule this shit. Explain how you were feeling in this moment in time. What you were thinking about, what videos you liked and what you didn't like, what lessons you've learned, how you're feeling, all that stuff. Do it. Go ahead and do that. Because that's exactly what Unus Annus is about. Is Unus Annus happened. It was a year long of videos. Everybody enjoyed an experience together, but had their own individual perspective on everything from what they learned and how they felt. Go ahead and record it. And then, so we'll have all these recorded memories, recollections of memories by doing it this way. Just like the fan art. Just like the pictures and the memes and everything. None of it's going to make sense to anybody that didn't watch Unus Annus. Not a single meme is going to make a goddamn sense. Not a single reference is going to make sense to anybody that did not watch Unus Annus. But to you, it will. And again, you can relive those memories right here and right now. If you I'm telling you, it might be a really good idea to pick up the camera and just record. personally, as I've already said in this stream, is I didn't watch it from the get-go. I kind of wish I did. I wish I would have had more chances and gave myself more time to watch a lot of the videos. I'm glad I didn't spend all 365 days watching the videos, though. Unus Annus wasn't a priority to me. I mean, I've worked my ass off this year. And dealing with COVID and stuff as a department manager, losing their job and etc. This year's been extremely rough. And coming in and catching it as is and understanding what they were trying to do and getting the lessons that I have, all I want to see is people do something with this. Personally, I want to see what good can come from Unus Annus, because they just entertained for a year, which is a fantastic and amazing thing. I said it's my entire channel goal. It's my entire goal as a person, as Solace the Wolf, is this boy right here. It's just to entertain people, make life a little bit fucking easier and better on people. And Unus Annus did that for 365 days straight, which is a phenomenal and a fantastic thing. So I can only aspire to be something so powerful. But do something with it. Let their end be meaning to something new. And that's, I think, personally, I believe that's what they wanted to do. They want to inspire a new group of momentomori. They want to see people create, better themselves, expand, and do something for the next 365 days. Because no matter what happens, thank you, song. Oh, this is very topical. What is happening, song? We already know where we go, is what this is gonna say. Well, what I'm saying though is commit for 1 year to something. Again, learning an instrument, making a piece of art, writing, learning how to produce music, learn a new skill, a new trade, I said you can do something very simple as every single day look up a new word in the dictionary and learn it. You'll increase your vocabulary by 365 words. That is a very mentally spurring activity. It'll make you sharper, your mind sharper. It also increases your vocabulary, which means that, that can help you in many numerous ways in the future when it comes to writing resumes or during job interviews, having that expanded vocabulary. Do something and commit to it. I'm going to end this stream in 16 minutes. I'm going to do an hour stream. So in 16 minutes, I'm going to end this stream. So, with that, I've had a lot of inspirational talk, and I've said what I wanted to say. What do you guys want to talk about when it comes to Unus Annus? Personally, I love the experiment. I love the idea the second I heard about it. I didn't really watch the videos, like I said, until later on. The second I heard of the idea, I thought it was phenomenal and a fantastic idea. But, any thoughts and comments, guys? I'm here. Let's talk about it together. I really wanted the I really wanted the hoodie, but I could only afford the t-shirt at the time. Can you imagine, though? Here's Johnny. Excuse me, sir, are you a furry? Quite so. Funny enough, this isn't Unus Annus based, but it has a very similar concept of yin and yang and balance between life. It's a lot of similar thoughts and processes. It's not my entire personality or persona, but I am. But how are you, Johnny? I like that response. Oh, I see. Hell yeah. It was truly a unique experience, that's what I'll say. That's awesome. I just wanted to say this really quick, so I've been talking for 45 minutes. Here's Johnny Nostromo. Thank you so much for following. Welcome to the Positivity Pack. Oh! Thank you for your follow again. Uh, Everybody, just what I want to say is, if you have some comments that you want to share with everybody here, because everybody here right now is more or less an Unus Annus fan, and you can make your comments together. We can kind of bond for the next 14 minutes. I've been talking about a lot of inspiration and what it means and what the channel meant and what their message was, at least what I perceived. I think a big thing. Yeah, I have a really important announcement to make. What's up? Smoked tofu. Your suit is cute. Aww. Thank you. I really appreciate that. What was the message? I mean, the message with Unus Annus. The message of Unus Annus is very simple. Of you don't know when your when your time is going to end, and thus you should be trying and doing your best every single day. And again, the explanation of what your best is that day. Some days you're just gonna be down. You're gonna be low energy. You're gonna be emotionally beat up. Who knows? Something bad happened. You could be depressed. And your best may be just a self-care day where you get your ass out of bed, you drag yourself into a shower, you drag yourself over to the fridge, you get some food, you drink some water, and you lay in bed all day. But at least you got out of bed. And at least you did something. And there's going to be days where you pop up out of bed, the sun's shining, and you're fucking spry as a spring hen. I guess I don't know what the fuck to say there. But you have your motivation, and you're super motivated, and you're super energetic, and you go out and do a ton of things, and it is just like a full day of doing shit. And that's awesome. But the thing about that is just do the best that you can every day. Be the best you that you can be that day. And that's a big thing to remember, is that day. I have a big issue with this thing is I really love this so much, is why I'm a half black half white yin yang boyo myself, is positivity. Positivity is great. I think Jacksepticeye actually did this really well, of the whole positive mental attitude. Positivity, biggest blobfish, what's up? Positivity is interesting. People, I think, tend to think that positivity means that you have smile on your face all the time, you're always upbeat, and it's fucking rainbows and sunshine no matter what. No, not at all. It's called a positive mental attitude, is what I would like to actually describe it as. Being positive mental attitude. It's not that you're fucking smiling at every single moment of your life, because I'll tell you right now, your freaking cheeks are gonna hurt and those muscles are gonna get tired. You're not gonna be able to smile 24 hours a day every single day. What it means, though, is that you go into every single situation and every bit of your day hoping and thinking of the best outcome, and trying, another thing, more so, trying to make the best of everything too. You want to hope for the best, but you also need to try for the best, because I don't believe in people that accept fate and wait for something to change. Waiting's bullshit. Do something productive and proactive. Get out there and do it yourself. So when it comes to positive mental attitude, that's what it is. It's not about smiling all the time, but it's the silver lining concept. You want to try and find the best out of bad situations, and you want to do even better in a good situation. So that's positivity. I think it very much so lines up with the Unus Annus concept of we don't know when we're going to die. So theoretically, that awesome 365 timer that started, theoretically, my day could be tomorrow and I could be looking at less than 24 hours. And you never know. Now, you can't expect tomorrow's going to be your last day. Because if you knew tomorrow was your last day, you sure as hell would go out and do something big. You'd go out there and experience life. You'd make it a hell of a day. But you want to make sure. You want to make sure that you are trying to do the best to give yourself a long future, but a fulfilled future. Something that I have realized recently, and that's why I quit one of my jobs, is I'm tired of working my ass off for corporations that don't care for me. I'm tired of putting so many hours in life into bullshit work that is literally not going to return anything back to me. What I want to do is I want to get out there and live life. I want to experience the journey that is life. I am not going to wait till I'm 65, 70 to retire from work and start living life then when I'm old and beat up, and who knows if I even have retirement at that fucking point in time. Fuck that. Live now. Pay your bills, make sure you're financially stable, but get the fuck out there and do something. Don't live for after you're 70, live for now. Yeah, it's not great because you may not have a retirement when you're 17, but at least you're gonna have a... No, don't YOLO. YOLO's a terrible idea. YOLO means people aren't afraid to do something crazy that may harm their future. Prepare for a happy and long future. But make sure you're doing and living life. Don't just do what I've been doing for the last several years of working my ass off. I'd say last year is different, 2019. So 2018 and before, I just worked a lot. I didn't get out and do a whole lot. I didn't experience the world. I didn't experience life. Since I became a full-fledged furry in 2018, I created solace. I've been a furry forever. But before yeah, you should get some rest. Like I said, I'm ending stream in 8 minutes. Because then I'm going to finish my drink and get ready for bed too. But, I've done more things in the last 2 years than I've done in my entire life. I have branched out further in my entire life. I have a passport to go to fucking Canada. I can go to any country, actually, with that passport. I went to Colorado this year. The furthest west I've ever been. I went up into the mountains and got on top of a 40,000 feet above sea level mountain. Highest I've ever been, furthest west I've ever been. Last year, I went down to Dallas, furthest south I've ever been. Went farthest east to Pittsburgh at Anthrocon. I got out, I did things, I met people, I experienced the world that is just in the United States. I got to experience life. And I was inspired by the fucking fandom I've been a part of for 15 years. What's up, Tim Carton? Or Tim Carton. TTV Basilisk. Thank you so much for following. Welcome to the Pod Save Back. Oh! Welcome on in. Remix. I think it was a lot of what you could go and discover the activities they did. And that's the thing. That's the thing I'm trying so much. Is let Unus Annus inspire you. There's so much shit you can go out there and do. Jacob Spencer, how you doing? We're getting down, but before I go somewhere, I just found my province for FurCon. Oh, WPFC, nice. That's awesome. But I never got into Unus Annus. That's cool. It's okay. Unfortunately, you'll never get into them now. They have deleted their channel and everything about them. You can try and learn from them if you really want to learn on just the message alone. But it's just like Unus Annus did show. I don't say go get pepper sprayed, but like that was an experience, right? Or they went to the wild, that lizard museum or the lizard place, pet shop fucking thing, and they held boa constrictors and fed fucking crocodiles or alligators, I can't remember. Shit like that. There's so much in this life to experience, and that is a really big fucking problem we have right now with this world. Back when our parents were young, social media wasn't a thing. You had VHS or you had low-key digital media, but not great digital media. I want to say Pizza Killer here. Thank you so much for following. Welcome to Pod Save Back. Oh, thank you for your follow. A big problem is as a kid or as our grandparents or as our parents or our grandparents, they didn't have a whole lot of digital media. You experienced life through pictures or going and doing. That's what you lived and learned life off of. Nowadays, we have this access to amazing technology, which I'll even quote VR chat, VRC, virtual reality, is a completely different experience, and it's totally cool, totally fucking cool to go in there and experience stuff you will never experience in real life, because it's not physically possible. There's shit in VRC you will experience that you cannot and will not get the same experience in real life, just because it's a virtual space. But our problem nowadays is people see nature shows or they see travel shows, and I mean, I guarantee a lot of you can picture Niagara Falls, even though we've never fucking been close to Niagara Falls. Or you think you know what Brazil looks like, or what the Great Grand Canyon looks like, because we've seen pictures and videos and really good detailed videos where we're almost there. But people are letting that video substitute life experience. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you follow my Twitter, if you look it up, I have photos of when I went up on a mountain, Pikes Peak in Colorado, just outside of Colorado Springs. And I will tell you right now, you do not get the same experience until you are standing 3 feet, 2 feet on a rock, off of a face of rock that you will fall and die if you fall. But you're overlooking, I don't know how many miles, but just miles, open valley and hills. It is a breathtaking and a completely different experience that you will never experience unless you go there in real life. So something that I would like to say that Unus Annus could do. There's not supposed to be an Unus Annus archive, by the way, Dino, and if there is, and it's access to the public, be weary. I guarantee it gets struck down legally. DMCA takedown. You're not supposed to be able to watch the videos after the stream ended. And yes, they will be lowering it up. I guarantee it, because it literally defeats the purpose of the channel. Pictures of Villa will never do justice, and that's it. Unus Annus showcases all these crazy things that you can do. That's just what those two idiots thought of. Wink. I love them dearly. But that's the thing. There's so much to experience. There's so much of this life to live. I mean, when I say life to live, how many people have literally run across the United States and seen every state? How many of you decided to go cross country, go to Canada, go down to Mexico? How many people have flown across the pond to Europe, anywhere over there, Australia, any of that shit? A lot of people don't. And the only thing preventing you is yourself. It's just not being inspired, not having aspiration, and making up excuses not to go live. I'm not saying you have to go to Australia. Make priorities. I have a lot of people from this fandom that I absolutely love that are in Canada. So it makes a lot of sense for me to go to Canada, to go experience what poutine is. True poutine. Try real Canadian delicacies. Enjoy my friends up there. And enjoy another country and how they live their life differently than ours here in America. So, but I just the key to all of this, live your life. Stop waiting for something to happen and realize that you have a timer. You have a timer, you just can't see it. And you have no fucking clue where that timer stands. It could be 60 years, it could be 5 years, it could be 80 years. You could fucking live to 110. Who knows? But the point is to start living the life the best way you can for yourself. Don't let other people dictate and live your life. I know if you're too young, you kind of have to listen to your parents and you have to let certain adults dictate your life, and that's fine. It's just how society is and how things are. But once you get out on your own, start being ambitious. Don't say I'm aiming for I'm aiming for the stars. Aim for outer space and accidentally hit the stars. Make goals that are absolutely just astronomical. Because if you aim for those goals that are astronomical and you happen to miss and you end up just a little bit low, yeah, you might be a little disappointed, but you still made it to outer space, didn't you? And how many people have been to space? Weird analogy, I know, but that's the concept. Do something that you enjoy, make goals for yourself, live your life, and be ambitious. The world's out there. It's literally you You make the decision to go live it and go experience it. And in the end, it's going to be you on a bed. You're going to be in a moment where you're going to reflect on your life just before you pass. And that's where you're going to get to realize, did you get to do what you wanted to do? Did you get to experience what you wanted to experience? Did you live your life to the fullest? And I sure as hell want to make sure I can answer that question with a yes. Something that I am not afraid of death. I am only afraid that I do not have enough time left on this earth with all of you to do what I want to accomplish. That is my biggest fear in life. That's it. I fear that I do not have the time to accomplish and achieve what I really have set forth in my own goals and what I want to do. I think that's what we should fear. You should never fear death. You should just be trying to live your best life and trying to accomplish as much as you possibly can in that journey until you get to that point. But with that, everybody, I want to say England is a little bit more restricted than America. I mean, it's true. But I just wanted to say, I mean, theoretically, anything and everything that you make up is, I mean, it's not necessarily viable to just drop everything you're doing and go move all the way across the country. Especially during this right now. I do have a Twitter. It's just Solace the Wolf, by the way. I'm Solace the Wolf on like every platform. Solace Wolf YouTube, Twitter, all that stuff. If you do want to check me out. And I appreciate everybody that has been here. I appreciate everybody that has followed me. And everybody that did have this experience here on this live stream and here the last 12 hours over on Unus Annus stream. And just realize that you can keep making excuses as long as you want to. In the end, you're the one that has to look back and go, well, fuck, I really wish I would have done something different. That is what you should be afraid of, and that's what you should try and mitigate the most. Sometimes you have to take a leap of faith. Sometimes you have to do something that makes you uncomfortable and pushes your limits and boundaries. And that should scare you, but it shouldn't prevent you. Obviously, there are certain boundaries, and you should know what is too far. But you should always be willing to try and push yourself a little further. Again, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here and listening to me talk and rant and just... Ugh. I mean, that could be it, TV Fox. That could be your moment. This is your awakening moment. This is your woke moment of you already realized that you will never see those videos. All those videos are gone now, and what you missed out on is gone. So don't let that happen in any other aspect of your life. Go out and make goals, be inspired, and have aspirations, and start doing things tomorrow, today if you can. Do what you can. Because again, we don't know how much time we have left on this earth. We all have a timer though. There are two things on this. There's two things in life that are completely and 100% guaranteed. You only have one life, and you only have so much time. You don't get to respawn, and your timer has already started from the second you were birthed. It's already a shame that so much of your life is spent in the adolescent period where you can't really choose what you want to, and you kind of have to go through life off of what other people say and do. But once you become self-dependent and you have the ability to, it's time to start living. Time is taken from you. It is not wasted, but it is how you prioritize and spend it is what makes the difference in life. Because in the end, we will all die, and that is our end. And what matters is the journey up to that ending. Don't wait around for the end, because it'll be too late. Just live life and be happy and cherish those memories and moments that you can in the moment. Because again, you have no clue when the end is coming and what day or what hour that will be. I love you guys. Thank you all for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful night and a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you for being a part of this live stream and being a part of the Positivity Pack, as well as being a part of the experience that is Unus Annus. If you were able to catch, and even if you were able to just glean the message and the lesson here, that still counts. Love you all. I wish the best for all of you. And if I don't see you for any other reason, again, it's as simple as I love you and have a great night. Bye-bye.